over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, Idaho, Illinois, Michigan, Montana, Oregon, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Oh, JB's.
Hey.
JB's.
Hey.
So I just like to warm up my vocals before I get started here. JB's. There it is.
Yep.
You kind of missed that falsetto a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, a little higher maybe in the pitch would be great. It's my only note for you.
Oh, thank
Jessie.
you. I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it.
All right, Daddy's got to get Liquid IV'd up here, okay? Was up late last night. There was some crazy windstorm, and I thought the roof was going to rip off, which was nice.
Yeah.
No reason.
Right.
And the child was up, which allowed me to do a deep dive last night, which was awesome.
Okay.
Real deep dive. Real deep dive. Before I get into it, though, okay? We got one more day left for WeFunder.com/HardAFSeltzer. I had some last night, which is why I'm shaking up the Liquid IV here this morning.
Sure.
And that's it. 30% of the company is open up to you. You guys have taken 15% of it already. 1 day, 10 hours, 15 minutes, and 48 seconds to invest with us at WeFunder.com/HardAFSeltzer. Big news to report, too, on top of that.
Okay.
All the Albertsons in Idaho and Montana are now open. Ooh. So, yeah, I didn't know Albertsons was a big deal in Montana. I've never been.
Yeah.
I've never been to Montana.
Yeah, it's hard to know, like, what the grocery store is at places.
It is. Because mine was Meijer, and I don't know if a lot of people knew that in college. High school was like Piggly Wiggly, Winn-Dixie.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
In Georgia.
We were bonds.
And when we got a Kroger, it was like, thank you for saving me, baby Niwawa. Baby Niwawa.
And everybody knows here it's Randall's.
No, it's not. Is it?
No.
I know it was in North Carolina.
It's HEB.
Don't talk shit on Randall's.
I am not going
now,
to.
Listen.
I want Hard AF Seltzer
now, listen,
in
I've
Randall's.
never been. So you can set the scene, but I'm not talking shit. I've just never been inside.
You've never been to a Randall's?
You've already said my favorite part about Randall's.
What's that?
You're not there.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
No one's there.
Bob.
It's great every time.
You can fucking cruise.
That's great.
There's I think there's a bar in there too, right?
No.
I think there was one in mine. In North Carolina, there was like I served beers.
We didn't have Randall's.
We didn't have that over by the.
That was a Lowe's.
Oh, Lowe's. That was nice. That was nice.
There was a Lowe's food.
There's some HEBs with bars.
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard that. I've never been.
Mueller.
Never been.
Bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it, guys. We got 1 day and 10 hours. Oh, midnight tomorrow night. That's when it is.
Oh my god.
Midnight tomorrow night. WeFunder.com/HardAFSeltzer. Last chance to invest. Can't do this anymore. Can't go through another SEC audit and all that shit. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not fucking doing it.
No.
But then last night, I'm up late, and we're going to the Kentucky Derby for MyBookie.com.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Thank you. And
Thank you.
promo code Drinkin Bros doubles your first deposit up to $1,000. I gamble on it every year. It's one of my things. It's one of my dreams, something I grew up with my grandparents and all that other stuff. I've said this on the show many times. That's my dream has always been to have a horse in the Derby.
Okay.
I just think it would be rad. Now,
sure.
We pulled up the fraternity brothers. What was it, a year ago, Bob? I think probably last year.
That like went in
and got it. And we showed those guys, and they fucking won. with this dog shit horse, which was awesome. Like it's
crazy.
That's my dream. That's it. It's always been my dream, and but it's just impossible.
Right.
And by the way, it's a lot of people's. Like a lot of famous people have done it over the years and things like that. Here were the frat bros who won with their horse. I think we paid like 18 grand too.
Who do you think was the mastermind?
And just kind of snuck in. So yeah, that's. I don't know who the mastermind was. They're rich as fuck, obviously, but
I think it's the guy in the middle.
He looked. I didn't want to say that the fattest one looked like the most degenerate one, but that guy in the middle seems like he's a real piece of shit who would buy a racehorse on a whim.
Right, or like he had,
or
like
in a card
his
game.
family had like enough money.
He's got trust
for like a part of it. Yeah. And so he's like, I got this much. Can you guys figure out the rest?
But by the way, these aren't, I believe we figured out last time, these are not like frat guys from Arizona State or Iowa State or something like that. They went to an Ivy.
Yeah. So they were already rich probably to begin with, and then they just got richer. And what was the name of their horse? Is this gonna matter here, Bob, in a second?
Okay.
Because they won with their dream. They won with their dream.
So it was the 2021 Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
The name of
their horse racing company is Boat Racing LLC.
Perfect. Yep. Nautical. You've got to go nautical.
Have to be nautical at that point.
Got to go boat shoe.
We don't know the name of the horse.
Let's see. Hot Rod Charlie.
Hot Rod Charlie. Hot Rod Charlie. What were the odds on that fucking thing? What were the odds on it?
Let's see.
Had to be
big.
Yeah.
Let's see. We were there. I think we went the year after. I think we went the year after.
Or before.
Maybe before.
About 5-1, 5.5 to 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh. That's weird.
Well, they must have like gotten a good horse and then just pooled their money.
No. They got a horse that was probably not supposed to be there for 18 grand. So right now, we're going through that as well. We were going to do a live show in Louisville. Strange situation. There's an extra horse. So you got to wait to see who drops out. There's like an alternate horse, which I didn't know was a thing. And
backup horse?
Yeah. But I dig deep for the Derby.
Sure.
I don't want to lose. Always win. Always win at the Derby. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. And as I'm doing this deep dive last night, I like the long shots. I like to sprinkle a little bit, you know?
Sure.
Just in case one of them hits.
Yeah.
One of the biggest long shots is a horse this year named Render Judgment. I already like the name.
Render Judgment.
Yeah, Render Judgment.
Okay.
Yeah, I already like the name.
Yeah.
Big boy odds on this here. What are we looking at, Bob? Probably 80 to 1 on my bookie.
I'm seeing 30 to 1.
30 to 1 right now.
30 to 1.
Maybe the story's getting hot like these fucking guys. God damn it. Let me double check on my bookie here because this is owned by a very special man who holds a very special place in our hearts here.
Okay.
His dream was to have a horse in the Kentucky Derby. And now he gets to fulfill it. And it's Toby Keith, dude.
Oh.
It's TK.
Oh.
Okay, actually on my book,
Toby Keith.
He's 50 to 1 on my book.
50 to 1.
50 to 1.
All in on Toby Keith's last ride. This is it.
And he's dead.
Dead.
Okay.
Now, his mom released a statement and saying he's got the best seat in the house on Saturday.
Oh,
from above.
Up there.
From above, and he's going to be watching down on the Derby for one last ride for Toby.
Of course, the mom would say that Toby's in heaven.
I'm all fucking... Where else would he be?
I don't know.
He's way up there.
Sure.
He's probably sitting next to Jesus now.
Sure.
They're fishing, drinking fucking...
Yes.
Miller High Life.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Probably roping and riding a little bit.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, teaching him how to rope and ride. But Toby Keith's last ride, that's it. I enjoy the magic and the stories and all that other stuff. If Toby Keith won for this goddamn show, I think that would be the most hilarious thing of all time. And if we were there and bet on, yes, I'm all in on this fucking horse. Like, that's it. We're all done here. It's Toby Keith's day on Saturday. So just know that you're going to hear a lot of TK that day, all right?
Yeah.
Are we on YouTube today? Son of a bitch, man. You know I could go to red. You know I could go for red, white, and blue right now.
Yeah.
And just really drive this home today.
Yeah.
50 to 1. Let's
I
go.
wonder what people know that we don't know, you know?
That they're 50 to 1. 50 to 1's not great. What's the...
What's wrong with the horse?
I think the favorite was like 6 to 1, maybe.
It is, but the favorite never wins here. That's one. Two, it's supposed to like violently rain all week. And then clear up for the day that's we're there, which is awesome.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is how deep I got into it last night. So with that, it's going to be a sloppy track, which is rad. It's going to be dry and sunny for us, which is awesome.
Yeah.
High of 70. Let's go. And with that, Jessie, that kind of knocks out the favorites. So, like, it's always a weird horse that usually wins on a sloppy track. Favorite never wins anyways. So,
right.
I think it's Toby's day. And the favorite, by the way, he thought the track was the conditions weren't great, so he didn't even take him out for practice. You know whose horse was out there in the rain practicing? Toby fucking Keith's, dude.
Of course.
TK's horse was out there, and he goes, no problem.
Right.
Trainer goes, I breezed through my
Right.
workout today. What the fuck is that horse doing, dude?
Right.
The favorite, nothing.
Nothing.
This is Toby's day, dude. We're drinking out of red Solo cups all day long at the Derby and celebrating Toby's life.
Okay.
This is what we're doing here. Okay?
Okay.
God damn it. I've never been more fired up for one horse in my entire life than I am right now.
Seriously, you really
These guys have a
haven't.
great story.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to highlight them and say that's fun. This is my dream. And then fucking Toby dies. I'm
Right.
still holding on to the goddamn cup right next to me. And now his horse could be just fucking whizzing by. And down the stretch they come. Dude, does he even say the name? Does he even say render judgment? Or does he say that's Toby Keith out there on that? Look at Toby go. Everybody raise your cups for Toby.
Did Toby name it Render Judgment?
I think he did, right? Because I'm the one to render judgment around here.
To render judgment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he did, right?
Right.
It's a Toby Keith phrase.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's going to render judgment around here in these parts. So, yeah, dude. I think Toby named that horse himself. Probably kissed it on his fucking mouth right before he died. That was his last dying wish.
Yeah.
You know? He said, look, I know I got to go see that big man up in the sky, all right? Probably had a couple DV charges. Something happened at some place one night. Whatever, God. But I'm here now. God's like, no need. And you know what I'm going to do for you, Toby?
Right.
I'm going to let that horse get in the Derby for you. And you and I are going to sit on a cloud together.
You
Over
and I.
Louisville.
Right.
And fucking watch you win, you know?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I will throw a goddamn mint julep into the sky.
Oh, yeah.
If that happens for Toby.
You'll dump mint juleps all over every person.
And every inch of my body.
Right.
All of it, dude.
Right.
All of it.
Right.
If that actually happens in front of our faces, holy shit.
So you're going all in.
All in.
You're going all in.
Now, we're going with some friends of ours, some of our beef fries from North Carolina, and I know the horse they're all in.
Okay.
Owen Almighty.
Oh, right. Like they're...
That's their son.
Yes.
So, like, that'd be a rad one. Yeah, 100%. So I'll sprinkle a little bit on that
You have
as
to.
well for our buddies.
You have
But
to.
I'm Owen on Toby Keith on Saturday, and it's going to be a special moment for me, Jessie, watching him cross that finish line.
It really is.
The
It really
hilariousness
is.
of if this actually happens for this show would just be unprecedented. Absolutely unprecedented.
Yeah.
So Toby Keith of all has the same dream as I didn't even know that. I didn't know you ever wanted a horse in the Derby. I mean, his mom just went on this fucking story.
Oh, that's his dream,
Yeah.
and here we go.
And in the background, like, because I was looking for clips, you could hear the and my daddy finally armory in it. I mean, they were really going for it, and the horse was running, the mom's home. I'm in just soaked in my own tears on the couch.
Right.
Urine, a little bit of jizz, and I just couldn't believe this E60 story I was seeing on Toby Keith's last dying wish.
Oh,
Man.
amazing.
I bet you the horse is whispering in his ear, I got you, Toby. I got you, Toby. Yeah. Are we going to see a jockey on that horse that day, or are we going to see a fucking ghost?
you-
It's an angel.
Yeah,
you
that's what I
don't.
think. And we're seeing Angel on that horse that day.
You never know.
Man, dude, all in on Toby Keith's horse. Looking forward to it there.
Let's see
But
which one I'm liking. But yeah, keep going.
we'll do a show here from the studio regarding the Derby. We're going to do a live show, but we have to do it for the odds and everything else, and we got to see which horses dip out. So
Right.
I'm not really sure.
I like a chunk of gold.
By the way, it always happens. So they always lose like 2 or 3 right before like Friday. So we'll see. But not. I've never seen an alternate. Usually it's just the 2 or 3 that are in the 20, and then they fall out for different ailments or diseases or whatever the fuck happens with horses. But
right.
But yeah, chunk of gold I like, and we'll do a full breakdown special of it. And man, I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of music in it. A lot of music throughout that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are you doing that show? Sorry.
Probably Wednesday, Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, we'll do it from here. I gotta wait to see which horse is out.
Yeah.
So the odds are, I get the hold call from my bookie of like, hey,
okay,
because it is going to affect all the other odds. Like,
yes.
Because there's 21 horses in it now. Somebody's going to fucking bounce or not bounce, and then they'll set the odds, and then that'll be that. So.
Right.
Well, we'll see. We'll do like a meet and greet somewhere at a bar in Louisville on Friday nights. You pick the bar, Japes. Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll do that.
A meet and greet. Friday night we have dinner.
We got dinner, but right after dinner, go out and have some drinks.
Oh, okay.
Like ladies and gentlemen, because the start time is pushed to the Derby this year till 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be that exact race starts at 6:57.
Okay.
So we'll probably get there around 2-ish, I'd say.
I
think 5 hours is enough time at the track.
Yeah. Get some nights, roll out of bed, put on a suit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep. I got I got the pink steed suit this year, so looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then Toby. Another thing I wanted to tell you, which was a super weird story that I looked into again late last night. I was in the studio. Is Joel here? Nah, not a prayer.
Probably not.
Not a prayer. I was here till 7:45 last night. Didn't see Joel once yesterday. He was still in the trailer.
Yeah.
Not even close to. I was like,
is he alive?
Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure, but I started getting a bunch of random like DMs like over and over and over again, and I was like, "Fuck, is somebody dead or something happened?"
Yeah.
And it says, "Hey, like by the way, you guys are the greatest listeners on the fucking planet, man. The fact that you would even send DMs like this is like amazing." And there's one place that everybody knows, and so I went there and I was like, "Yeah, man, let me check into this." So it was drinkinbrostickets.com, which we own, and they said, want to buy Beyonce tickets. I guess she was in Los Angeles last night.
Okay.
Like my kids or daughters or whatever it was. And are these prices correct here? Because I don't want you guys to get fucked over. I was like, and then like 3 more of those came in.
Okay.
And I was like, right in a row. And I was just like, what the fuck?
What's going on?
So I went to look at the ticket site last night, and they were correct. Tickets were only $20, and 5,000 seats weren't sold in Los Angeles. And these people got to take their kids to see Beyonce for $20 last night.
No.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it the first show or something?
It is the first show, but still, it's Beyonce.
Right.
So for me, I went to, like, afterwards, we put the kids to bed and everything else. You went to sleep, and I'd work for a little bit. I looked deep into it because at that point, Los Angeles time, the concert was getting ready to start. And yeah, sure enough, man, it's like she didn't sell like 4,000 or 5,000 tickets.
I mean, I'm seeing prices for the rest of this right now. I'm not on Drinkin' Bros tickets. I just Googled what the tour was, and Google just brings up prices. She's in SoFi for a couple days. May 1st starting at $50. May 4th starting at $52.
Holy shit.
May 7th starting at $44. May 9th starting at $67.
Are you getting those Ticketmaster?
This is
Ticketmaster after like everything.
It goes so yeah. Google does tickets like they do like they do flights.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like so that means Bob, if you get them on the day of, just wait until like an hour before the show and you get them for $20. So yeah, 3 or 4 of our listeners did. I hit them back and I said, yes, this is not a misprint or a mistake. Although, full disclosure, I thought it was.
Right.
I was like, I'm like, what am I missing here?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the album and that everybody hated it or what the story is, but like that's bizarre to me. So on Twitter, people were posting clips and like I thought maybe, all right, it's an acoustic show or a pop-up or something like that. It was a gigantic, massive production last night.
It's in SoFi.
It's the first.
I know, but Bob, if you pull up the footage on Twitter, and I don't know what we can we can show it. I don't think we can play the songs maybe, but
it's the first show of her, isn't it Cowboy Carter Tour? Or
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So very odd. And typically, I don't like pictures like this where it's like, they'll do this to like presidential candidates and shit like that. But this was actually real. I mean, I can confirm it on the back end of my ticket thing. Like, drinkinbrostickets.com, there was 5,000 seats still available.
Yeah, but
those look blocked off for some reason.
I mean, okay, I don't know about, but yeah. But and this might be Vip's not. This looks early in the show,
right?
Yeah,
and that, by the way, Bob, I hate that shit when they do it for politicians and everybody else. It's like you don't have to be a liar like that, but
this is looks like it's in the middle of the show. I don't know.
Like kind of like
because there's a spotlight down and everything else. But look at there's the production. I mean, the production is insane.
This looks fairly full.
Yeah. But $20 was the price to get in last night.
That's the crazier thing.
But Bob, you're saying for the next 3 nights it's $50 right now?
But you know what though?
Maybe she set it super low.
This ain't Texas.
No, but it is LA. And I watched a little bit of it back and forth last night because here's the thing. Did I like this album? No. Is Beyonce great? Yes. So I'm not going to yes, one shitty album, like who cares? But like Katy Perry eventually had to change hers to the hits, and so did Jennifer Lopez and everybody else.
Right.
You might have to switch this up at this point. But yeah, the production looked great and everything else. Here was the wild thing to me. That Blue Ivy, because she was trending last night too underneath it, she looks like she's 35 years old. It looked like, for a second, because I didn't see the name,
Right.
It looked like one of the girls from the band. What the fucking band was she in?
Oh, from Destiny's Child?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the Michelle one.
Yeah,
the one that would always fall
I was
and
like,
stuff.
is that the other one that I don't know about? And no, it turns out that's her, but she is a grown-ass human, dude, who's like 35 years old. And I think she's only like 13 or 14. But it was wild to see last night. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, is that her, Bob? Yeah.
Okay.
This is from somebody's Instagram Live.
That's the daughter. And I think, Bob, isn't she 13 or 14 years old?
She's young.
Yes.
She is not of age.
Very young.
Got to keep Drake off of those fucking DMs, bro. But that looks like an adult. I mean, isn't that nuts?
What is she doing?
Bob, she looks like she's 6 feet tall. Like that was the other thing that shocked me too. I was like,
it's just part of the thing. Like she looks like her there too.
I know.
Whoa.
And I mean, they were clearly grooming her to be a pop star. So like, she was in a lot of the dance numbers that I watched last night.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't want to. Because here's the other part, right? You got kids out there, and you've never seen Beyonce before. One, it's a great show. Two, these are the cheapest these tickets will ever get. So like, either get them from us or somebody else. I don't really give a shit. But you will never have an opportunity like this to go see Beyonce for fucking $50. Like,
yeah, no,
that's wild. So take advantage of this quickly.
I wonder what's happening there
with her.
Yeah,
the daughter.
Did she set it super low for some reason?
No.
Okay. To make it so like everyone could go.
No, she did not. Come on, it's Beyonce. Taylor Swift wouldn't do that either. Like, no.
Right. Well, Taylor Swift definitely
I just
had to make it exclusive, but
yeah, I just Googled it and she's not doing it on like purpose to be like, I want an affordable concert. Like,
no,
she doesn't want that.
No.
There's no like.
These are also
she could say that now.
No.
But these are also third parties that are reselling the tickets.
Right. So they must have bought them for really cheap.
So I hit my partner up and I go, hey, dude. And he goes, dude, the people are taking a beating, whoever bought those. Because ours on the back end, it's just barcodes and shit. So it's not like I don't
you bought
care.
it for 20, you're trying to sell it for 50. And then you'll probably like.
I bet you the last row in that stadium was probably like 150. Dead serious. And then they've probably just kept knocking it down. Like, there's no way general admission to a Beyonce concert wasn't $150.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Yeah. That's pretty standard for like anyone.
Right.
Fairly big.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're losing that much money, look, it's a great show. If you got kids out there or daughters or whatever and want to go see it, do so now.
She could come out now and be like, see you guys, like, there you go, guys. Made it so everyone could go, you know? All of those proceeds are getting.
Yeah.
No, you can't. You can't do anything now.
They're really trying to spin it too, because this line from this article on Yahoo: while some back row seats are bargain bin cheap, fans wanting to be up close and personal with Bay can expect to drop upwards of $1,500 for floor seats. That's really cheap.
That's really cheap, and I bet they're literally right at the stage.
Yeah.
Wait.
Do you know what I mean? Where it's like
$1,500
for floor seats?
Yeah.
But like right
Shit.
at the stage.
Dude, those, to put in perspective, because we sold the Taylor Swift tickets, those were going for $8,000 a piece. I mean, it was nuts. Like, women were taking out mortgages on houses and everything else. So, wow, dude.
Wow.
Wow. What do you think it is? Is it just the album, or is it the rest of the press and all the other shit with Jay-Z? Like, what is it?
I just don't. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say this. I looked this up real quick. Tonight in Denver,
Okay.
it costs you anywhere between $2,800 and $5,700 to get on the floor for the Nuggets.
$2,800?
Yeah, for the Nuggets.
For the Nuggets, right?
Nuggets.
Yeah. Which, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's a lot. Those are Super Bowl prices. For a Nuggets game, that's not even, what are we, in the first round of the playoffs? Yeah. Like, I wouldn't pay that fucking money for the first round game.
Freaking
Club
Harlem
seats are pretty.
Globetrotters at
Yeah.
this
Jesus
point.
Christ.
Club seats are actually
Is
pretty.
Michael Jordan playing tonight? Like, yeah, I'll be back. Is it him versus Kobe? They bring Kobe back from the dead?
Michael Jordan's kind of playing tonight.
Is he?
Jokic is playing.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest of all time.
Sure is, actually. Was he going to win 4th MVP this year? I love that guy.
He's going to
I
lose.
love that guy.
He's going to lose
I
it.
just don't know if it's something.
Well, let me ask you, do you think just the
Somebody-
public is turning on all this shit and they're just like, hey? Because here's the other thing that I noticed too, was this Justin Baldoni thing. Mm-hmm. It is now completely, almost 100% swayed his way. Like the public sentiment on this right now. Mm-hmm. And that's wild to me, you know?
Yeah.
Usually we were in a fucking believe all women thing and everything else. And when you were sleeping, one of the other top stories last night was the time 100 women of whatever, and we've made it, and we're all
Most
inspired.
Influential.
She gave a speech last night that was
bonkers.
bananas.
And I don't know if it was last night or the night before, but like it was bonkers.
I saw last night, so it could have been, but
completely lost
it is
all
bananas.
all
dude.
grasp on reality.
Fuck. And they were part of this article too. They were like, even Travis Kelce unfollowed Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, so we've heard because I think they're
That
trying.
would break my heart.
Well, they're trying to
heart.
depose.
Put her in deposition?
Taylor and him, I guess, and he's just like,
Oh, did he go over to the house too?
Give me that, Depp. Give me that. I want her on the stand for a lawyer to be like, Miss Swift.
yes. Can
Would
you?
you describe yourself
Yes.
as one of Miss Lively's dragons?
Dragons.
I mean,
Are you best friends?
they would
Fast
do it to, a lawyer would do that in
friends?
10 seconds.
Oh yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's because it's gonna be like if they ever do, it is Depp Heard 2.0, 5.0, like times a million.
By the way,
So-
Bob, I've been in a few of those and I love them. Oh God, do I? It's just the best to fuck with those lawyers.
So I think it got to the point where
She can't do that though. Because the deposition can be made public too. So
she can't do what?
She can't go in there and fuck with the other team like I can in these lawsuits. But she's gonna have to do all the shit and everything else, and like she would be fucking furious if she had to give a deposition.
Yes. So I think once it got to that point that it's looking like she might have to. I think she was just like, well, fuck this. I'm not friends with people that drag me into lawsuits.
She is above
Sorry.
it all.
Yeah,
she's out of the fray completely.
But
Dude.
if she gets deposed, there's nothing you can do.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
know.
I mean. But
she'll
like, she can still be mad
she'll be
like,
and
hold on.
unfollow
I
and be
would
like, this is not my friend.
Be
but
pissed. I would be fucking pissed, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. So
Hugh Jackman is maybe going to get deposed. Marvel is trying to
Jack
get
City?
Marvel is trying to get themselves out of the conversation for some reason.
Oh, I know why. I can
Yeah.
tell you why right now. So Marvel got subpoenaed, and
For a line in the movie.
sure did.
Yes.
And,
So-
Extra in the movie, actually.
We all know
character,
why.
a line. There's like 3 lines of dialogue. I've seen it, so I know the lines he's talking about. I know the character he's talking about. It's all him. Like now that we know the real story and all this other shit, and the judge said no. So clearly, now they're going to have to go through all of Marvel's emails, text messages, everything else is going to be used. And I guarantee you, one of those notes back and forth was Ryan Reynolds to somebody over at Marvel and said, here's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, the Ryan Reynolds likability tour marches on
and is not going well.
I mean, he's trying because Wrexham just got promoted.
I know.
Again. Although McElhaney has been the one on I saw him on British TV the other day talking about it.
I even think McElhaney's like distancing himself a little bit.
No, he can't.
No, they were hugging each other, loving on each other at the game. And Ryan Reynolds recently came out, no pun intended, and said he wants to play Mac's boyfriend on It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
That's
which
so
is
funny.
So
it's just like so crazy. And
they're
funny, right?
they're all in. And by the way, with this Wrexham thing that Bob was describing, and I'm not going to go heavily into sports, the money they're going to fucking make off this team is insane. It has never happened, I don't think, right? Where a team has jumped 3 tiers like that all in a row this quickly. And the money they're going to make off this Wrexham thing is massive. One of the teams that our son was playing against, they were the Wrexham FC. Did you see that? Yeah. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how big it's gotten that child sports are now wearing Wrexham jerseys. And the jerseys alone, around the world sales, this will be the richest they've ever gotten. And both of them were already rich. Like, I mean, it's just, so no, Rob's not going to back out of this.
No, it's not backing out. It's just sort of like, I'll do this gig, you do that gig, you know?
Yeah.
Just distance.
Yeah, distance. And they're so fucked that they should just cut a check right now. That's what I honestly think.
I think they're
end this all right now. Talk to him, cut a check, and get it over with. And if I'm Ryan Reynolds, I call that studio and I say, give that guy his fucking movie, his sequel, so I can get the fuck out of this. And I actually think now, because the public opinion is swayed to his side completely, probably would do well. Can you replace the girl?
Right. So I think what we're seeing, which has been kind of what everyone sort of thought in the beginning, was like Blake was just going to try and do her thing where she takes over a movie and it's worked for her in the past and she kind of takes it over and like does everything with it. And then everyone thinks it's real funny. And Ryan, I don't know, saw something, got kind of threatened in some way and started this entire situation. And so it's now Ryan against Baldoni, and neither one of them, I think if it was Blake, she would be like, pay him off, let's go.
Yeah.
But it's 2 dudes that like are not going to back down.
Right.
Like Baldoni's not going to back down because he's like, this is my fucking life. Reynolds is not going to back down because he's like, fuck you, I'm bigger, I got you fired from the agency, I have more money than fucking God, like, come at me, little bun, whatever. So it's really just 2 dudes pissing on shit, and it'll go somewhere, and it won't be
here's where it's going to go. They're all going to have to write a check.
Right, it won't be because of Blake, but, like, since she is also so unlikable, it'll kind of fall, as it always does, and as it should, on the woman.
Yeah. So, it's fun. We got some crazy shit happening, so we'll get to it in a second. Real quick, we got some sponsors to put this show on the air. Drinking right now, Liquid IV. LiquidIV.com. Promo code Nooners gets you 20% off your first order there. There's a cloud of this every single day in front of my face. I wake up with Liquid IV. I go 9-9 with Hard AF Seltzer, and it's the greatest. Love Liquid IV. They've been on the show for years. And we actually hit them up back in the day. This is one of those that Nick, our buddy that we were talking about from the Kentucky Derby,
yes,
he was the one who gave me this. It was that guy. So I'll see him this weekend, giving him some Liquid IV. They got amazing flavors. 1 stick, 16 ounces of water. It's right here in front of my face. And boom, it'll rehydrate you 3 times as quick. What are the kids' favorite flavors now? I saw there was a massive box in the thing.
So it looks like a bomb pop, but it's not called that.
I love that one. I had that one.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that flavor, I'm liking the sugar-free sherbet and sugar-free lemon lime. They are also always on a fruit punch. on a grape, Concord grape.
Yep.
And
all
they switch
their
back
flavors
and forth,
are the best.
But yeah,
I've had a lot of these, and that's the only one where they've got the best flavoring. I talk about that all the time with Hard AF and some of these other products that are out there, like First Form. First Form's fucking energy bar. I mean, those
and
protein bars are amazing, but this is the same thing where it's just like they're the best at it. So
they're the best. And then their green apple, has like probiotics in it. So that's like, they have something for everything, basically.
Yes, long
Not
nights,
just-
flights,
right.
waking up, hangovers, all of it.
You start with hydration, right? Which is the base. You're feeling horrible, you're feeling sick, you're feeling dry, whatever it is, lethargic. You start with hydrating.
Yep.
Then you put in so that's what they do first, and then they'll put in other, different nutrients, vitamins, depending on what's going on. But they hydrate you first, which is what you should always be doing.
And I do it every single morning. Break the mold and own your ritual. Just 1 stick, 16 ounces of water. Good to go there. 8 essential vitamins. Get ready for summer. The extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com. Use the code Nooners at checkout. That is 20% off your first order. The promo code Nooners at checkout at liquidiv.com. Jabes. Next up, we got mood.com. Love Mood. Pull up their website, dude. Is this not the classiest website of all time?
It's a mood.
It is. Go click the 21 thing.
If you go to this website, you're gonna feel like you shouldn't be there.
I know.
First.
Because it's almost like too nice. Usually you go to these weed websites and it looks like shit.
Yeah, but you're gonna be like, whoa, they have all of this I can get?
All of it. So click on Shop THC there, because this is what it is. It's weed, dude. Delivered straight to your house, and it fucking rocks. So what I always say, again, talking about the flavoring again, those little guys right there. The red, whites, and not the white one, the green one, and the red and the blue.
Oh,
they missed a Toby Keith opportunity there.
Sure.
Those are the ones that I'm taking currently right now.
Okay.
So those are my favorites as we speak. And then the night gummies are great.
Of course.
So travel with those, and man, I mean, you're out. It says here that you're out in like 15 minutes for real. It's like 15, 20, and I'm like, all right. Yeah. Brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. If Toby was alive today, he'd be taking mood. I'm not going to make any medical claims, nothing like that at all in this goddamn thing. They're amazing, delightful. They deliver right to your house. Texas may or may not ban weed soon, so get these while you can. I ordered a shit ton the other day just in case. Because I'm like, motherfucker, man, am I going to have to go to a dealer again to get weed in this goddamn state? Like, fuck off. But that's on their bill. So order these now. And it's real THC. Shipped right to your house. They got everything. They got reason why it's called Mood. So they've got Mood for a concert. Fuck, the section ones we haven't taken yet.
No.
Don't know what to get into that night, but
yeah. You've taken them by yourself.
I did. Jumped off the roof of a hotel, and
you're ready.
I broke my ding dong
to fly.
Yeah, I was.
You thought you could fly.
Had a third arm up there.
Yeah.
But they got them for PMS, menopause, like whatever your mood is, they've got something for it. Or if you just want to fucking party, dude. If you just want to fucking party. They got great gummies. Stick those back up on screen. Those are my faves. All the flavors are great. And go to mood.com. When you check out, earn 20% off your first order over there. Is it Ross Patterson, Bob? Is that the code for
Ross
Mood?
Patterson.
Mood.com. Promo code Ross Patterson. These are fantastic. And then, once again, wefunder.com/HardAF Seltzer closes tomorrow at midnight. If you want to invest in Hard AF Seltzer, we would love to have you. Left 30% of the company open up to you. And all those Albertsons, again, just opened in Idaho and Montana. Thank you to Albertsons. Thank you to Watkins Distribution for pulling off that deal. And it's going great. So couldn't be more fucking thrilled here. Let's hop back into the madness, shall we?
We shall.
When somebody with huge breasts.
Sure.
That are real.
Right.
Big naturals.
Yes.
People call them online or on the internet.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that. Yeah.
You've heard that saying?
Yeah, I've heard that saying before, yeah.
Okay.
From you.
Well, and a lot of other people, millions of Americans around.
Mostly
the
from you.
No, but millions of Americans say it every day.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Around the world. Let's look. That's why I married you. You get naturals, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I'm a big fan.
They're natural.
I'm a big fan.
I'll give them that.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
I'm a big fan, Jesse. Okay?
I'll give them that.
Yeah. But with that, I used to love this chick. It was Susan Sarandon's daughter.
Yeah.
She was in Californication.
I know.
She was great.
Naked.
Buck naked, and it shocked the world. Like the world stopped for like a good year or so when she pulled out her tits because it's Susan Sarandon's daughter.
Well, she looks like Susan, like young Susan Sarandon, and then she's got Susan Sarandon's body also, but way younger.
Tits.
I mean, it was a dream.
Yeah. Bob, you're probably going to want to look those up for yourself.
Yeah.
Just type in her name and then Californication.
But anyway, she's opening up.
Is this going to help the story, Bob?
She's opening up because that's what people do.
Nope.
Now they open up about
They
stuff.
shouldn't.
Look, I mean, when that came on screen,
Yes. Yep.
you were like, that's it.
That's
that's it.
Stop the world. The world's shut down.
That's pretty good.
The world shut down for like a good year. Everybody
Bob.
was Bob.
I'm just going to say that it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, he likes.
Oh, you like the?
real
Yeah, he likes
little ones.
the.
No, I can get down with some big naturals, and I was going to say this does not do for me what another prime cable show did, which was Alexander Daddario Pop and Top in season 1 of True Detective.
Really?
That was goddamn
Who's
life
that?
changing.
Okay.
Who's that?
I think
You know her. She was in the first season of White Lotus.
Yeah. That's
Married to the
Bob.
frat
You'll
guy.
you'll understand. You'll see it in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll understand. Because it's Bob's. This is a Bob thing here.
I mean, it's an everybody thing.
The
Well,
first
pump it up.
season?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was hot.
She was.
I mean, just show a regular picture of her first.
Well,
I just
Bob,
feel like
no, Bob,
I just feel like
Bob
is
needs to go
that
to
that
the nudity.
much different? Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Is it that much different, or you just like her face
those
and
aren't real.
everything else?
Yeah, so those aren't real.
Yeah,
So-
they are.
These are real?
Really?
Yeah, they're real.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Her thing is she looked like her face looks like she's like some just skinny nerd, and then you're like, wait, what?
She has a perfect face.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, like a girl next door, like
She does have a girl next door face.
you know what I mean, where
Bob,
you wouldn't, you wouldn't think like, what? Those are on you too?
I think.
So it's the I think it's the
I think the top
juxtaposition.
4 shockers here over the last decade was Susan Sarandon's daughter. You're right, Bob. I'll put this in top 5.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes. I was thinking of a different person. Forgive me. I was thinking of that skinny girl. I think she got naked with the other one, but that was I think it was season 2.
There's a whole scene in White Lotus though where she like takes off her clothes in front of Sydney Sweeney, and the girls are like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. I was thinking of this season 2.
Like
chick.
even Sydney Sweeney's like, oh shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. And then, but that she came in and was like, she saw that.
Sure.
Hopped on Euphoria and was like,
Let's
cool,
go.
man. Let's go. I'll one up you here.
Let's go.
Yeah. And I think those kind of 3-4 moments stopped the world. And
Okay,
then
so
last night she got her fucking tits chopped off.
Who did?
Susan Sarandon's daughter.
Breast
What?
cancer?
No.
Can't
Just a reduction.
Redux?
Slapping God right in the face.
Wow.
A redux?
A redux. So, Bob, click the link, or I'm sorry, I didn't send it to you. Go to.
Are you talking about the
I'm
Tufab
just
link?
gonna forward it to you. Yeah, I'm just gonna forward it to you, Bob.
I think
sorry
it's
about that.
on her Instagram though. Like
No, but it'll lead you to the link in there. So it's on. It's in your email, Bob. And with this, I was like, wait a minute, because I thought I was the same with you guys, like cancer, something else. Like,
Right.
you don't chop off the thing you're most famous for, and we don't do that. And now she became like an influencer because she doesn't act anymore. Or there's nothing being shot or
Well,
whatever
she's definitely
it is.
not going to now.
Well, this is why.
The 40-year-old actress and lifestyle influencer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This
went under the
is-
knife earlier this month.
This is.
And she's been sharing her journey because that's what you do too. If you have a journey, it doesn't matter what it is. You got to let everybody know.
But this
the
made
journey.
me, Jesse. I was in the mystery. I was in the thing, and it's like you always say, behind the scenes, these girls are crazy. And I watched this TikTok thing. We'll start with the first video first, Bob. And I was like, oh my God, dude. If I had to be in a house with this person for more than 2 weeks, I would end my life, I think.
I bet they're still
Play that exact
huge,
video.
though, guys.
No, Bob. Play that exact video from the article.
Sent me to her.
There you go.
Fucking. There we go.
On my way home, I'm obsessed with everyone. Obsessed. That was great. Easy. After I had a mental breakdown. After that, it was easy. Wait, my favorite flavor Gatorade they gave me. Then they gave me like a whole
to merge onto FDR Drive North.
Why would you video this?
Snack pack.
Because she's high as shit.
Snacks.
Yeah, this is like post.
I get it, but this is sharing too much.
I want those so bad. Can I eat those?
Oh, she got Dunkaroos.
Exactly
Is that
who
the
I thought she was
husband?
married to. Yes.
I earned it too.
You know you did.
It's the most liberal couple on the planet.
You got
Fucking
almonds.
charcuterie going on here. Look at this. It keeps going. Oh my god. She gave me chocolate.
Yeah.
She's high as a kite, dude. This is none of my business.
No. I feel like I should
Bob,
be watching
this
this.
is none of my business.
I feel like I should not be watching this. Why did you post this?
I need this first, I think.
This is not. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be seeing this.
Okay, now go to the next one.
You
Okay.
made me, and I wouldn't have seen it. By the way,
I
But go ahead.
know. But this was like the end. Like this lost it for me. All of this lost it for me. So I did not know about the influencer fucking lifestyle bullshit or whatever. Now click on that one. 7 things I've realized after my breast reduction surgery.
Okay.
Bob, go ahead and read this aloud.
What are they?
Number 1.
Yes. Oh, you're
you
gonna
may
love
have
this.
been thinking. If you think you're going to use your Stanley while you recover, think again. It's way too heavy to safely hold after breast surgery, so I'm using this water bottle with a straw in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Go to the next one, Bob.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sleeping has been the worst part of recovery by far. I bought a wedge for my bed and a neck pillow, and neither of those have been comfortable. Now I'm on to a pregnancy pillow. I still didn't sleep last night. I hate sleeping on my back, so I know
None of my
these
business.
next few weeks
None
are
of
going to
my
be rough.
business. Nobody. I don't.
Hang on, Jesse. Next one, Bob.
I can't do an official workout for 6 weeks. Well, you lost weight, so who cares, I guess.
Yeah.
But my surgeon really wants me to be walking and moving every day. I'm not very good at motivating myself with exercise, so I got a Fitbit to help me. So far, so good.
Hey, great. Thanks for the update.
Okay.
This one, Bob.
Blow drying my hair turns out to be an absolute no-go. Lifting my arms and holding the hair dryer is really not good for my healing. I decided to lean in and treat myself to a multi-pack of blowouts at a salon I can walk to, and I'm so happy I
So
did.
you're good?
Nope.
Yeah.
So everything's fine?
No, keep going, Bob.
So none of these are hindering you in any way? Okay, go ahead.
Keep going.
Nourishing my body during this healing time has
Yeah.
felt like the best form of self-care. I've been really enjoying helping my body heal by giving it what it needs to feel its best. So,
Jesse, how much are those drinks right there?
Each one is about $18.
Yes, they are. We know that shop in LA. Keep going.
well, she says she's in Connecticut,
Oh, well.
Westport, Connecticut.
Oh, Westport?
Yeah.
Shh, rich as fuck.
Right.
They're 18. Huh? They're about $18, $21.
Yeah. Even in Westport. That's it.
Oh,
yeah,
no. What happened here?
Yeah.
What's
Bob,
this?
what's going on now, Bob?
This looks like a shame.
Yeah.
Apparently, random bruising can show up during the healing process. It's been strange to see my body bruised and recovering from trauma. It's not an easy sight, and it's definitely brought up a lot for me. I'm looking at these next few weeks as a great opportunity to be kind to myself and nurture myself.
Yeah.
So she got lipo and reduction.
Jesse, we don't know, okay? Sometimes there's bruising all the way down the side of your...
Well, I like that because it's like, whoopsie, my tattoo. Also, whoopsie. Oh, what's that?
Bob, next
My
one.
Awesome
What's
tattoo
she doing now?
right by my boob.
Well, that's chopped off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Resting is harder for me than I realized. I feel a lot of guilt when I'm not doing something that can be seen as objectively productive.
Okay. Yeah.
This recovery time has been an interesting lens through which to view my own thoughts and feelings about myself and my own value.
Oh.
It's something I want to keep thinking about.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So
God, it doesn't matter what you do.
after...
You give them you give them the world.
I know. And they're just pieces
You
of shit.
give them the world and they just... It's the problem.
It is. And so that it was just X'd out. Like, all right, now we're down to 4.
Well, let's be clear. You were out as soon as you heard reduction.
Oh, yeah.
And then
100%.
everything after that, it was kind of like if Sydney Sweeney was saying this but didn't get a breast reduction, you would be, I think, willing to listen. Do you know what I'm saying? You'd at least be willing to be like, okay, what are you doing for self-care, girl?
Yeah.
If it didn't start out with breast reduction, right? Because then you're out. You can't hear anything she's saying at that point, right?
Yeah, it's just a fucking mess, dude. And so
you were devastated. I think maybe you should do a couple of posts about how you're dealing with her breast reduction.
Oh, that would be great. Could you imagine if I did
for
7
her,
different?
It's like,
By the way, what we read to you for the audio
Fun
listeners.
fact that you don't know.
For you, and for the audio
Watching
listeners.
Californication. Yeah.
All those posts that Bob read were together. So it wasn't like different days. That was literally
it was
in a row.
or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. We were just like, holy fucking shit. Could you imagine if I did this of like day 1 of homegirl losing her tits? I feel sadder than I thought I would. A lot of self-reflection. Need to kick back and try to understand why someone would do this.
Yeah. I think today's the only day you could do it if you wanted to.
Okay.
But like, it might be funny, like picture of like, a beer, like fun fact.
Yeah.
These don't help.
Hard AF seltzers don't help.
They don't help get that image of those perfect boobs being chopped off.
Yeah.
Try again.
Yep.
You might have to drink more than you think, right?
Yeah.
Again, guys, they're still fucking huge.
No.
They really are. Like
you leave them as God intended.
I'm just saying, like,
leave them as God intended.
She's really got a lot left on there. She's got a lot of meat left on that chest.
Boy. Chopping. I don't understand. It's like people who just walk out in the street in front of a car. And you're like, what were you doing, dude? What the fuck were you doing?
What were you doing?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
And then if you thought that was awkward, this Bill Belichick thing has... look, guys, I'm telling you, I've given you these 2 phrases of advice for the last 10 years on this show. Mm-hmm. Marry your best friend. Sure. Marry your porn search history. Those are the 2 things, and you can be happy forever. If you step out of that lane, once you get married, all of it and everything else, this is what will happen to you. Before we get into the Bill Belichick thing, I was at Penn State University. You were there, Delco. And at this age, we are fucking, and we're 40 years younger than Bill Belichick. We are invisible to college students. Invisible at this age. And I know that. I'm 40 years younger than fucking Bill is. How does he not fucking know that? Like, this is nuts to me. Absolutely fucking nuts.
You're not invisible to a certain type of gal, and it's this gal. Well, especially if she finds out you have money or something. You know what I mean? Like, so there's a certain type of gal.
How do you get through it knowing that?
Go-getter is what I call her, but yeah.
For her.
A go-getter,
for her, yeah. And he probably loves that, you know? He probably loves a hard worker. Bill, you know? That's all you
Well, he's working for her now, as we saw in this interview, but go ahead.
Yeah, but like... You got to know in the back of your mind, she's definitely not here for me. And like, I don't think I would be able to shake that.
No, I think you guys are pretty simple and easy to manipulate.
But what, even the conversations, what would you say? Like, what the fuck do these people talk about at home?
It doesn't matter.
We'll find out.
What does he talk about with anyone?
What does he talk about with anyone?
Bill
He's
Belichick?
so Asperger's. It's like insane.
I heard he's pretty fucking funny behind the scenes. But
yeah, funny in a way that you're just like, oh my gosh, like he just says that.
Yeah, I hear Kawhi Leonard's hilarious too.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, real laugh riot.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Serious.
I didn't know that.
Allegedly, he is hilarious behind the scees.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but
I'm not.
The only thing I literally could not hear anything or pay attention to this interview because of that hole in his sweater.
Go ahead, just press play here.
Can we?
Yeah. Why not?
CBS.
We
it's
cannot.
CBS. We cannot.
Can you play it off of Twitter?
We certainly can't play it, but we can hear the volume maybe.
Yeah, let's
play
hear
the
it,
volume.
and then
all right, gotta do that.
let's just hear whatever this clip is.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were treated with dignity and respect when you were let go by Robert Kraft?
Yeah, well, it was a mutual decision for us, everybody else.
It's so
just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
Okay.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
Not talking about this.
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on. Though Hudson has recently posted about it on Instagram.
She is running his entire life right now.
I love that. There's some great pictures of you and Jordan where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing Jordan on your feet. She's doing kind of the Titanic pose.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
What he does follow
my God.
isn't clicks or views, but touchdowns.
Right. So I love that they're like, it's almost like coaxing a bear out or dealing with like a wild animal where you're like, hey, we're all okay with your 50-year age difference. Like, so, like, and it's all normal. So, like, how did you meet?
Can I tell you what?
He can't just be like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm going to tell you what this segment's called.
What's that? Cringe Corner?
No, Break It Off Basement.
Oh, Break It Off Basement? Yeah. I mean, that's the
And
only...
he does it for that reaction where I just go, God.
I know.
I mean, that's what's happening.
That's what's happening. You know what? You think so? Or is she just like taking over his life in a way that he needs right now?
So the problem is...
Like completely in that interview, she was his fucking boss, dude.
And here's the biggest problem with this, because they just lost two of their best players in the portal. One actually signed with Ohio State, which I'm fucking amped about. But I forget who the other one went to. But and they're like, oh, why is this happening with Bill Belichick as the coach of UNC? Mm-hmm. All this shit chips away at who Bill Belichick is or was. Or he never did interviews. Now he's out with his 24-year-old everywhere. They're doing the fucking sand thing. I thought that was weird as well, where he's pushing her up with his legs, and you're like, oh my God, dude. I don't want to see the coach. I don't want to see Ryan Day do that, who's 40 years younger than him. I don't want to see that either, like, out of my coach.
By the way, nobody wants to see it of anybody.
That's just that. I mean,
Nobody
even that
wants
photo
to see that,
is a 74-year-old man balancing a 24-year-old girl on his feet on a beach.
Look, I just.
Do we have a picture that we can put up of her for the audience here?
I love that we've gone so far that, like, it really is just like, cool. Like, this is cool.
I'm not cool with it. I'm telling you right now, this makes me uncomfortable.
Why? Elder abuse?
I'm happy for him.
I just think it's so dumb and delusional to think that somebody 50, if you weren't famous and rich, it's just so fucking dumb and delusional to be like, this is true love.
You know
my
what?
24-year-old girlfriend,
like
and I'm 74.
It's not like he has his whole life ahead of him, bro. He's got a couple years. How do you want to spend
15
years?
He's
getting laid because he's rich and famous. I'd be like someone if I won the lottery and someone was like,
would you do this? But would you, for real, at 74 years old, would you date a 24-year-old?
If I wouldn't leave my wife, but if I was already single for whatever reason, dude,
why the hell not?
Absolutely. Again, like I was going to say, like it's like someone saying like, oh, you're not really rich, you won the lottery. Like, oh yeah, the money spends different, I forgot.
Right.
Yeah, like fuck you, dude. I'm having sex. I don't give a fuck why she wants to have sex with me. I'm going to die soon.
Oh, man. I don't think
I
just 50 years though.
And he's still...
It's a 50-year age difference.
Yeah, but she's an old soul. What?
Yeah.
What, Bob?
He's still like, he can move. It's not like Anna Nicole Smith situation.
Yeah, exactly right. Like he's...
Guys, I know. I mean, but can we show Jessie a picture of him on the sidelines in New England and just with the cutoffs?
Look, it's
shits.
not a Brad Pitt 74. It's a
true
74. True grandpa.
There it is, right there. Perfect.
Your friend's old dad. You know what I mean? It is.
That's our dad. That's our fathers.
That was actually a while ago, wasn't it? This?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
That was a long time ago.
Years.
Yeah.
That was even 4 years ago.
I'm telling you, dude, daddies are in.
Is that a daddy at that
real
point? Or,
dads?
I mean,
like where you really look like a dad?
like you're her father or that looks like his granddaughter.
Well, it could
be, right?
Well,
yeah,
no.
50 years?
No, because but his kids are 30
How old are his kids?
Something.
Oh, so the kids are older than her?
Yeah.
His son coaches on North Carolina.
How old is he?
They're in their 30s, late 30s.
Imagine going to that Thanksgiving. Hey, Dad.
Steven's mid-30s, I believe.
Do you think this guy gives a fuck?
Oh,
I don't think he gives a fuck.
I don't even think he gives a fuck. It's just weird, though.
Have you heard him talk? He's worse than Bill.
I haven't heard him talk.
Oh, my God.
I think it's really just like as long as his money's secure.
He's 38.
38.
Oh, that's a hard 38, isn't it?
She could technically be his granddaughter.
Yes.
Technically.
Not technically. Easily. If you got married at 25, 28 or whatever and then had a kid, yeah, it's a 50-year age difference.
No, I'm saying his kids, who's almost 40.
Oh,
so he would
yeah.
have to start pretty young. But whatever.
Yeah, but he's doing a lot of interviews. It's super weird, and this chick is now just taking over his life, which is weirder to me. And because he on the field was such a he's the greatest NFL coach of all time.
It's a give.
Okay.
Oh, I like this guy. I'm all in on this son. Oh, that's all I needed to see. He's cool. He seems cool.
She didn't like the son? Okay.
That guy rocks. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the son's cool. I'm in. But
I just love that we're all just like, oh yeah.
I'm not going to pretend that this is right at all.
He looks good.
He looks.
Who
great.
does?
He looks great for 74. You're absolutely right.
I don't know. He doesn't look like. I mean, he looks 74.
Yeah,
right?
he looks 74. Looks like a 74.
He's not Pete Carroll, but
I know, right?
Nobody is. But Pete's clean living, dog.
That I get.
He's out on the beach. It's
Brad Pitt will be 74 at some point, and he will look just like a little bit different than he does now.
Yeah.
So like I get that. I get that.
Well, let me ask you, as a woman, because this came up the other day with the new Tom Cruise movie coming out. Mm-hmm. People were looking at the trailer, and there was some reaction of like, well, Tom's starting to look, 60s, right? Which he is.
In the last one, he did. But who cares?
Yes. Do you care?
No.
Okay.
Not in the Mission Impossible movies.
Got it.
Like, I don't care.
Okay.
Pete Carroll's been married to the same woman since 76.
So you're looking at 48 years. Yeah. That's good. Like, it makes sense.
It's his second wife, though.
Is it really?
He was married for 2 years before that.
Okay.
Well, that's just.
That's not. Yeah.
That's a blip, isn't it?
Yeah, that was. He
2
probably got
years.
his first job and was like, oh shit, get the fuck out of this. Cool.
Gosh, married for 2 years. That's not even a thing.
No. But Pete Carroll's rises with the sun, enjoys life. Like, that guy is full of life. Bill Belichick is the opposite. Mm-hmm. I just pictured him living in like a fucking dark cave, and that was part of the magic of him. I was like, all right, shit.
So
I'm gonna
apparently
get beat by
they're
this
not
guy.
talking about how they met, but apparently they met on a plane.
On a flight.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
That's like, but
Private,
that's as far as like anyone knows, because she won't talk about it. He won't let him talk about it. Somebody knows, so it's somewhere, but apparently it was on a flight.
Interesting.
And no follow-up questions, I guess.
Interesting. Okay.
She's a go-getter.
All right.
Yeah. She's gonna, I don't know. She's gonna figure something out.
Don't either. I don't either. But she's on the field during practice now, which is also fucking crazy
She
to me.
may start coaching.
That's what people are saying behind the scenes.
She is running things in the back offices and stuff like that.
There was some source that came out and said, dude, she's like she's like a fucking assistant coach. Like,
you replaced Mac Brown for this?
That's just it's mind altering.
It's like, everyone wants a coach to relate to the players.
Right.
And then he does the most relatable thing possible.
Right.
And people are like, that's too relatable.
Too
it's
relatable.
Too cool. It's too cool.
It'd be like Tiger Woods dating a black chick. You'd be like, whoa, what is going on here? What the fuck?
I just feel nothing but happiness for Bill Belichick. And by the way, Bill Belichick, people are like weirded out that he's not asexual. Bill Belichick fucks.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he does. He does. I just, he's always kept his entire life private. This is just so bizarre to me to do this now.
At least he's not getting fucking sad hand jobs at a rub and tug like Kraft.
It's true. It's like, what are we more mad about? Like, what are we pissed?
I think Kraft did it the right way, where he's just said, you know what, man? I'm fucking 84, I think, when that happened.
No, he had a young girlfriend before that.
Who?
Robert Kraft?
Yeah, after his wife died, after Myra Kraft died.
Kraft hangs out with like Rick Ross and a bunch of rappers and then gets hand jobs.
He had a little baby girlfriend for a while.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Little baby girlfriend.
Yeah.
Bob is fucking trying so hard.
to just absolutely.
Just have me walk off the show. I think he just wants me to walk off the show.
She looks young.
Yeah.
Oh, that does look like a little baby.
Whoa. That's not his granddaughter?
That's just the baby
That's
girlfriend.
his date.
That's the little baby girlfriend.
Yeah, Bob Kraft was putting it to her for a while.
I wouldn't say he's putting it to her, but I mean, he's 84. But
yeah, she's probably doing
Blue Chew does
that
wonders.
Looks like a 14-year-old. How old was this chick?
She was a gentleman 17, I think.
I am.
No, she wasn't. She was under.
Well, 17
underage?
is legal in a lot of states.
No.
No.
It is. 17 is legal in a lot of states.
No, I'm just saying she wasn't 17.
Okay. She was at least 20?
She was an actress, Ricky Noel Lander. They started dating in 2012. She was 38 years younger than him, so she might have just looked young.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Oh, yeah, she's 45 now. So this happened 13 years ago.
She was 32. He was probably 70.
Yeah. But I mean, she looks so young.
I know.
I don't know why, like,
she could play high school.
32 doesn't matter how old the like dude is.
Is that the same girl?
32 seems like, why is that just like fine? Do you know what I mean?
This is fine.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
Why
I don't know why.
Is 24
you're right. I don't know.
so horrible? Why is 32? We're like, man, date 90.
Because think
Who
about
cares?
the decisions you made when you were 24 compared to when you were 32.
I think that's why.
By 32,
the frontal lobe, the things are all formed. The life is
all training wheels are off.
You can't rent a car at 24.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, does he rent her the car? Like,
oh, he bought
I
her
think
a car.
No, guys. When they travel, she can't go up to the counter
Sunday
at Avis
conversation,
and be like, hey.
They asked Tom Brady if he would rent a car for his
Caleb Presley?
Caleb Presley. But one of the questions was, would you rent a car for your old head coach's girlfriend?
Can you find that clip? I fucking love Caleb Presley. That's so funny.
I mean, we can't play that either.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's just YouTube. Yeah, it's just YouTube.
Oh,
You're good.
okay.
And we're promoting his channel. I know he left Barstool, but him and Glenny Balls, I love these guys. I love these segments. I think he's fucking hilarious, dude.
I will say, I don't know if his liquor...
Oh, is it Go Puff?
I don't know if his liquor brand is a joke or not.
What is his liquor brand?
It's like peanut butter tequila or something. It's
that is real.
Okay.
It's real. Here's
why.
And
that's a serious thing that people like?
So, do you remember one of our first advertisers? Was
Screwball.
I loved him. I love Screwball, dude.
But it was whiskey peanut butter. Okay.
To this day,
anyways, good for
I
them.
love Screwball. It blew up, and they
I know.
sold,
Same.
and it was awesome.
Same. It just made more sense, I guess. But go ahead.
Yeah, play. Is this where you said it? Yeah. Okay.
Bill Belichick follow TV12? Nah. No, he's a big, carb guy. What about his girlfriend? She looks as young and healthy as ever. Sounds like it. I don't know. I don't follow it, too much. If Bill Belichick's girlfriend needed it, would you rent a car for her?
They almost got his face to move more than that.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's so good.
Why can't we get that Brady sometimes? Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Tampa Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're actually laughing, where you're like, I don't know.
Look, the roast
He's
was
just
great.
so robotronic.
But the roast was great.
No, I'm saying for
he was
the
on
job
fire.
he has now.
He was on fire,
Why can't we
and
get...
I know. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
The job he has now doesn't allow you really to have a personality. I mean, you got to call a fucking game.
Are you kidding? Okay.
You got to call a game.
Yeah, but okay.
If you really wanted to party and do it, I think doesn't Pat McAfee do it for college football on Saturdays? It's just him and his buddies in the end zone or people on his show, and they say wild ass shit.
It's like a secondary broadcast, like the Manning cast.
Right. You would have to do that to get the real Tom Brady. You can't do a color job like that
I just
for
think
Fox.
maybe loosen it up a little bit.
I agree, but it's you're trying to unpack a whole life there. Where I think,
anyways,
because I still like Tony Romo doing it, and me personally, and because he'll slip here and there and just be like, I don't really fuck, It's great.
Yeah.
And I just don't think Tom Brady will ever do that. I really don't.
Right. So all this to say, we're not cool with the reduction. And
Belichick's new girlfriend.
Belichick or Belichick?
Belichick.
Bella.
Yeah, Bella. Yeah.
Belichick.
It's spelled weird.
It's
anyways.
Belichick,
I just the
but
hole
Belichick.
on the sweater. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past
He's
it.
been doing that forever.
A long time.
I know, but you don't
look.
usually see it that close up in a setting that's like CBS. Do you know what I'm saying?
You don't ever see him doing interviews, Jesse. So
Do you think when they get playful, she'll like stick a finger in the sweater hole and be like, Billy?
I think she insisted on that. I think she's in charge of everything. I think maybe he has a fall guy now. Like whatever happens, he could be like, man, I was crazy. A couple of years were crazy. You know what I mean? Like I was basically kidnapped. So he has like an out. He has a fall guy. I mean, there's so many great things about this.
Yeah.
He doesn't lose in this situation. She does. If she doesn't get married, if she doesn't get money, if she doesn't get any kind of thing, wow.
All eyes are going to be on his team this fall at UNC. And if it doesn't go well, they're going to be like, what the fuck have you been doing, bro? We paid you $20 million a year for this bullshit.
What if it does go well and she gets credit?
Oh, man. She's holding up the national championship
Feminism
trophy.
at its finest.
Yeah.
Get on that fucking flight. Get the seat that's next to Bill Belichick.
Are you rooting
and figure it the fuck out?
for them to win the national championship now?
Yeah.
Who?
What if she's an offensive guru?
I mean, right? There has, like, you're asking, like, yes, I'm sure sex is important to the 74-year-old. There's got to be something else, right?
I don't know.
Piss off your kids, like make everybody ask all these questions.
You don't like. There's a certain amount of just like he feels vibrate, feels alive.
Hey, he's coaching college kids. Now he's dating one. So maybe that's part of it because he's never coached college.
Maybe he's the funniest guy in the world. And this is
he's really funny. But
this is the funniest thing he could do.
That interview looks so uncomfortable that
that's every interview he does.
Exactly, like
not where somebody
behind the
a 24-year-old girlfriend is on her phone screaming out in the background.
And it sounds like they have the same personality, actually, right?
Yeah, very.
Bill, why did you run that out route on second down in the third quarter? There, it seemed like an odd play. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, someone else just talked about it. Why don't you just go look at your tape or look at your notes?
Right. That's a great Belichick.
That is a really
off the cuff, actually. Yeah.
Thanks.
Holy shit.
Round of applause.
Sorry.
Yeah. Round of applause, Delco. Jesus Christ.
I'm invested now because he's being awesome. What'd you say? Oh.
I said we're on the 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
And then she's the same way. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. But it was very like... Listen, Tiger had a girlfriend like that for a second that got him back into fighting shape. Yep. That little dark-haired girl that was just like, what the fuck?
Robot
and like
that he locked out of the mansion.
And keeping everyone away
the one
from
that locked
him.
Her out, remember?
Yeah, well, because he got everything back. So he was like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need you anymore, but thank you so much for rehabbing my entire...
Send her on a private jet to, what was it, Bahamas or Jamaica, and then get all the locks changed all over his property.
Also, it's worth knowing the Bill Belichick thing, too. Like, when you see, like, a hot, naked chick who's 24 and you're 24, think about that, and you're like, God damn. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But that's like your peer. Now imagine you're in your 70s. You haven't seen anything like that in person in maybe decades.
Yeah, not since like your daughter was that age, or not that age, but like.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that's in front of you again, and it's got to be just mind blowing.
Okay, we've also established from the first sentence of the story, we've also established that Bob is all in and gets it.
Yeah, he wants his wife to die.
He gets every second of what this guy is
Bob
dealing with.
wants his wife to kick out at probably 50, 55. And
certainly wouldn't want her to not raise the children.
God.
And empty nest. And
once
Bob's
they're
wife dies.
empty nesters and the kids are good, do you know what I mean?
Right.
They're settled themselves, not like they still need to be, come back home or need help with whatever. Totally settled, then I think he'll be cool with and I don't know if he wants her to die.
Who?
His wife.
No.
He doesn't want her to die.
No, of course
He just wants them both to decide that maybe they could go another path.
Direction,
they could take another path.
If she did, I would, of course, tell Rory and Finn and Sammy, you guys can have your first dance at your wedding with Carissa if you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
What about,
she's, and by the way,
you could do the Mother's Sunday with Carissa.
Yeah.
And Carissa is fun and she could hang with, she'll do your hair.
Yeah.
She does hair. She's a hairstylist.
Yeah. She's so talented. Do you want?
She's so talented.
Do you want to do your wife's hair? I mean, save some money. It's up to you.
Listen, I don't know.
Yeah. Boy.
They could chat.
Yeah, sure could.
I just am upset that having empathy is a crime on this show.
No, I know, Bob, I know. And we've always given you shit for that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Always
a lot of people say,
he cares too much.
Yeah. Cares too much on this show.
We've always said that about him.
Holy shit. What a fucking day, dude. So, yeah. We're riding with Toby Friday, Derby, all of it.
With Toby, we ride,
dude.
Yeah.
That's going to be the playlist the entire weekend, dude, is TK.
Yeah.
Render judgment, man. Let's go. All in on TK.
Right.
Appreciate you tuning in, kids. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. It fucking matters, dude. It fucking matters. Okay, just do it. Same with Spotify.
I know what my Crime Corner is.
I was just gonna ask, and tell us who's on Crime Corner.
Crime Corner, both video and audio.
Okay.
Drop tomorrow.
Okay.
67 Aaron Chorney. It's a Canadian case.
Ooh.
Missing girl.
All right.
But a fun thing that they do in Canada that they can't do here is they do this whole it's called Mr. Big Shot ruse.
Okay.
Where they make the person that they think did it, they make him feel like he's becoming part of this gang, underground, Italian mob style syndicate, and make him jump through all these hoops. It takes months. And then at the end, before they meet the big boss guy, he has to tell them all their secrets, right?
Yeah.
So basically it's entrapment, but it's a real big ruse with lots of undercovers pretending to be mobsters and stuff.
Sure.
So they find who killed this girl.
Okay.
But it took this crazy, he wins the lottery, he has to go to a hockey game, and every player is an undercover cop in this month-long, again, entrapment, you can't do it here, but in Canada, they do it all the time. And it's a pretty cool way, if you don't have evidence, to find a killer.
Yeah.
So,
I like it. I like it.
Next week, whatever episode you guys do this week that you record, Coop's been working his ass off on. He's got 30 pages.
I know, dude.
What is it? What's
we're
that
doing.
one?
So we're recording tonight. It's gonna definitely have to be a 2-parter. But you guys know the story. There was a documentary on Netflix called American Nightmare, which this girl gets kidnapped from this nice area in California.
Okay.
And the kidnapping is so insane, and the boyfriend was there too, and she gets kidnapped, and they get drugged, and the boyfriend wakes up the next day and calls in about his girlfriend being kidnapped, and for I think months and even went on to be years that it was he was definitely looked at as a suspect because the kidnapping was bonkers.
Okay.
And then she was looked at it was a hoax because what? Then you just come back fine? And after many, many months of the police being no, we're not investigating your fucking weird little hoax, it ended up being true. That this insane Navy SEAL style kidnapping happened and she was kept for ransom. And it's like this thing like out of a movie.
I
and you're
remember
like,
that.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So it's a pretty well-known story.
By the way, well, here's the thing.
The real life Gone Girl is what they were calling her.
Yes. By the way, I checked out after that because I didn't believe it. So what was the verdict?
Well, you'll have to listen. But basically, it was not a hoax.
Holy shit.
It was not the boyfriend.
All right. I would have said it was a hoax.
Now, listen, I still have lots of questions, and we'll get into it. And yes, Delco is right. The pages keep on coming from Coop, so it keeps getting longer.
Interesting.
Because it's a big case.
I remember this story.
Yeah.
I thought it was a hoax, so I just kind of checked out.
What I'm saying is Jesse's not coming home tonight.
Yeah. What Delco is trying to prep you for is that I'm sleeping here tonight.
Yeah, and it'll be me and the children's tonight.
Yeah, they'll be asleep, but yeah, sure.
Well, by the time you get home, yes, it will. But
if I come home,
if you come home,
yes.
But that'll be fun.
It'll be interesting because there's part of me that I just still can't.
I can't either. I thought it was a hoax, so I just checked out of that story right after it happened. I was like,
I
it's
know
not real.
every part of it, and I still have like questions.
It's one of those things where it seemed like a movie script. Oh, it was a Navy SEAL, and I was abducted, and there was a kid, and I'm like, come on, man. Like
they came in sweats in wetsuits.
Yeah.
They came in wetsuits. They put on goggles on my head. I mean, it was like zip ties. They put a camera in there. They put headphones with like a loop of instructions. I mean, it was insane.
And it ended up being true.
That
would blow my mind.
That's what they're saying.
Okay. All right. This comes out tomorrow?
No.
I QC this shit late at night, so like you know that.
They're recording the day.
Delco
you're recording.
said
Okay,
we're
gotcha.
recording this tonight.
So that'll come out
the
in the next couple weeks?
show that's coming out, video on Spotify, audio everywhere else, is the Mr. Big Shot Canadian Technique Aaron Chorney case.
Got it.
Not to confuse you, which Ross just did.
Just a lot of big things coming.
Lots of big things coming.
I'm just amped. I'm like, holy shit. All right.
Thank you, Delco. You guys know I need help
it's
promoting
not that.
this.
Shit. Now I want to hear that fucking story. Like, okay.
It's a good one.
God damn, dude, I remember that. And I'd left that convo. I was like, nope, that's fake.
Also, 2 more boring people could not be found than these 2 that had the most insane thing. I mean, you could not find me a more boring couple in the world right now.
Why would you
not? There's connections. There's connections about why it's
we're
just.
We're getting to a point where I should just be on the goddamn show tonight.
Yeah.
But because now I'm into this. Like, holy shit! All right. But yeah, so video is on Spotify as well. So all the past episodes, new episodes are on Patreon, Drinkin Bros Podcast Patreon, every Fridays, and we're gonna start putting up the past episodes on Saturday nights.
Hey, Holloway, I knew what episode was coming out of Crime Corner. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Isn't that nice?
He's congratulating me.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll put out the past ones there. The last one before did really fucking well. And that Saturday night time slot is when Dateline and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. And
for any of you sickos that don't have anything to do and you want to watch a little
for sure
Dateline type episode.
Oh, yeah. That's great. I think
we'll have that for you there.
That rocks. Okay, cool. Thanks for tuning in, kids. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, and Ross Patterson, this is the Revolution. Toby Keith, everybody.
Good afternoon. Wait, bye.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what do I say?
We ride for Toby.
Ride for Toby.
Thank you. Ride for
Render
Toby.
judgment.
Yes, ride for Toby.